For people in the boxes or something. To the right, to the right. There.
I know that. That's what I'm not taking out.
करो अपने आप लोग team photo. Anand.
माफी दो ना सर से manager whoever. Tony, get ready please. I want to take a both team picture as well. Your hands on the shoulder. One. That's better. Much better. On three. Smile. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. 2. Ready for the photo? Okay. You guys stay.
How are you doing?
Good sir. How are you?
Good. Harry?
So I'll add.
Which I've been here maybe once or twice.
Santa Clara room?
Yes. Third match.
You don't fire him or play? Oh! You get your seat. Check.
Thank you. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test.
ब्रिज पे मैं कम ही खेलता हूँ, मैं वो मार्वल के साथ खेलता हूँ। मैं मतलब मेरे को पसंद है।
राकेश भाई फिर मिल गए आप वॉलंटियर की तरह। अफ्रीका का भूत पड़ा हुआ है पीछे।
So can I start a chair here?
Yeah, one of yours, one of you, my dad. Whoever. सारे नहीं आ रहे हैं।
वो ये भाई है राजा भाई तो करना होगा।
1, 2, 3.
Should we ever toggle mic off and on, or leave it on all the time? What's the plan?
Let me know and we can turn them off.
Okay.
So right now they're on.
Yeah.
So should we try and use this, or just speak into this?
Yours is mic 2, this is mic 1. Okay. And we're good, we're live.
This is on?
On.
Okay, we're about ready to get started here. Umpires in place, batsmen in place, fielders getting set, commentator getting set, Mr. Harvey.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning to all the folks on the stream. Welcome to NACL's Division B Finals of Winter 2024-25. We are here at Sierramont Middle School, San Jose. The news from the toss is the Daredevils have won the toss, have elected to bowl first. Given the slightly wet nature of the outfield, they want to use that to their advantage. The Lord's batters have strode out into the middle. This is a 15-over shootout for the big Division B prize. As we speak, we see some silverware stacked up to our right. Lots of prizes decked for different players, different teams and whatnot. It's a nice wintry morning here, but we are pretty confident that the cricket in the middle is going to heat up things pretty soon.
Here comes ball number 1.
First ball, lofted over the top, wide of the deep extra cover region. They should hop back for 2. That is a bold start by the batters. Reverse sweep, slap through the third man region. That looks like a 6. It is a 6. This is a pretty proactive start from Avinash and Lords. That is one hell of a statement of intent there from Avinash. He shaped up early for the reverse slap and he got it off the middle. It flew over third man for 6. This time watchfully defended back towards the bowler. Now, Avinash is the man on strike, has already done some damage. Abhay Chenagari is the man at the non-strikers end. Anas Esmati is the man bowling the first over. Again, Avinash shaping up for a big hit through leg side this time. He gets it along the ground, just in the infield for 1. The intent's been pretty obvious right from the get-go from Lords. They want to smack some big hits early in this final. Abhay Chenagari to face up for the first time. He swung across, makes sort of limited contact, dribbles to the offside for a dot ball. This time a beautifully executed cover drive over the infield. They should be able to come back for 2. Abe is off the mark with that brace. That is the end of the first over. Lords 11 for none after that.
1 over and he's looking for water. Ryan, how to send?
You got to email it, but I can't do it right now.
We can email you, right?
Yeah, but I can't. It'll take a few things to do. Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time.
New bowler's name, you know?
Or just give the email ID, we'll see the second.
We are waiting for the scorecard to show the new bowler's name.
He has the email to send it to.
Yash is the man to bowl the second over. Bowled full and Yash fields. That is very efficiently done. That is full and fast. Avinash driving it straight. Yash cutting across and stopping it. Daredevils would love a tight over right now. Avinash again shapes for the reverse slap. This time he got it off what seemed to be the handle. They have time to scramble back for a second. That is reasonably well bowled ball.
So where you want to use the logo? Anywhere you want. But I think right now it's gonna be very hard.
I need
It's in a mid. If you want to take
Maybe next
next inning.
no, not it. One second, let me ask. Right.
Avinash again with the reverse. This time it dribbles over point. Slip and point, give chase. Again they come back for 2. So this reverse sweep or reverse slap has been productive already. We've seen that 3 or 4 times.
What is the name? I think it's solar system.
You should give me a couple of days ago.
My team playing. I thought okay, I spoke to.
Yashwant Koyalamuri is the bowler. He's been trying to keep it full and reasonably quick to
I'll try and add it when I get it.
prevent the batters from getting too under that reverse slap shot.
Brian, give me your email.
Cricket pitch.
Cricket pitch.
DM.
Cricket pitch. DM.
This time push to the managed shot cover. Dot ball. Much valuable. Yashwant's operating with a 5-4 field. He's got a slip, a point, a shot cover, a wideish long off, and a man who's squarish third man. Again for the reverse, there's a big appeal for caught behind. The umpire is unmoved. First appeal of the morning. Tight bowling by Yashwant that. This time Avinash shapes to hit it leg side. It dribbles to short fine leg for a dot ball. Strong way to close the over by Yashwant. Only 4 runs of this over. Lords finished with 15 for none after 2. As the players settle down for the third over, let's go through the playing 11s. Lords batting at the moment, looking through their team card. Abhay Chenagiri, Akshay Rajendra Prasad, Amit Chaudhary, Anup Patel, Avinash MB, Chandan Bisht, Devendra Swamy, Kuldeep Badoria, Nitish R, Prakar Srivastava, the skipper, and Varun Kulkarni to round out the 11.
Three outfielders now.
That is bowled pacily outside off stump. Attempted cut. No contact. Good bowling, good pace. I'm trying to find the bowler's name. It's Anand. Anand's bowling right arm over the wicket. The third over of the innings. Abhay trying to cut that one, but that bounced over the attempted cut. Now Abhay ships for the reverse. Seem to hit the pad. Dot ball. Anand seems to be bowling pretty quick right now. Given that the batsmen have been really taking a shine to that reverse sweep or reverse slap, I guess the bowling lineup wants to keep it full and fast just off stump. That is guided towards point, enough time for a single. Avinash launches that down the ground. The outfield keeps it to 1. That is driven up the middle of the bat, although along the ground. That is wide down the leg side. Abhay making sure he got inside the line of that one. It's been a pretty symmetric field for most of those 3 overs. 5-4, 4 men and the deep 2 each on the offside and leg side. That was a slightly shorter ball, climbed on the batter. Abhay trying to get a pull shot going, but it seemed to rebound off his body. Another valuable dot ball. Anand's been bowling pacey so far. Oh, this time lofted towards the wide mid-on region. Deep mid-wicket runs to his left to keep it to 1. Sharp throw. That is the end of the third over. Lords 19 for none. Good start from Anand.
4 runs in the over.
As we gear up for the fourth over, let's go through the playing 11 of the Daredevils side. They are the fielding side right now. Adil Mahmood Saeed, Aditya Bola, Anand Prem Kumar, Anas Esmati, Dhruva Indavarap, Manju Dheeraj Chalapalli, Rushil Nandan Dubey, Tausif Khan, the skipper, Uttam Singh, Venkat A, and Yashwant Koyalamuri. That is their 11.
Venkat, the new bowler.
Venkat also is bowling right arm over the wicket. Abhay smacks it through the third man region. Is that 4? It is 4. That is his first boundary. Lords continue to be proactive. Both batters eager to target the point third man region. How is Venkat going to respond to that shot? It seemed to be a slightly slower delivery. This time Abhay works it towards the leg side region. It almost makes it to the boundary. A little bit of deft footwork in the deep at mid wicket. They come back for 2. During this tournament, Abhay Chennagiri has 66 runs from 5 games so far, not counting the runs he's scoring today. He's been averaging 22 and his strike rate is 100 plus with the highest of 34. Can he top that for Lords today? Again, an attempted reverse. This time no contact. That is bowled a little too wide. Wide signal by the umpire. The second wide of the innings so far. This time bowled around 5th to 6th stump. Again, oh, actually out of 6th stump. It's a wide again. This time correcting towards the middle stump, work towards the mid-wicket region for a single. The all-important fielder at deep point is being moved around. They are making him position himself at more of a conventional third man now. Avinash moving across and keeping his options open. This time driving it to the short cover fieldsman for a dot ball. Dot ball's a goal right now. Avinash shaping for a reverse. It's an appeal for a caught behind. A bit of energy into the appeal, but umpire unmoved. End of Venkat's first over. He goes for 9 of that over. Lords 28 for none after 4 overs.
Okay, we'll do the Daredevil squad.
Yeah.
Should pop.
Here you go. The captain is still safe. No, no, it's okay. I'm good, man. So tired.
Let's review the road both teams have taken to the finals. Lords have had a pretty dominant regular season. They have a 7-1 record, the only defeat against Breaking Bats. They also had a forfeited win against Singh Warriors, but 7-1, a formidable record. They defeated Smoking Sadhus in the quarterfinals by 4 wickets and beat the Titans by 4 wickets in the semi-finals. That's been the journey to this big final game. Daredevils, on the other hand, had a 6-2 regular season record. Their only 2 losses against Deccan United and UC 11. They beat the champions by 3 wickets in the quarterfinals, and they defeated Unstoppable by 7 wickets in the semi-finals. That's been their path towards this finals. So both teams coming off pretty strong regular seasons. This is quite the beautiful day for a final, and quite a beautiful venue. We've got some green hills around us. All the rain in the winter has led to a nice green ambience here, trees and grass. Trying to find out who the bowler is. About to bowl the 5th over of the innings. Full toss, worked away towards short mid-wicket, dot ball. Abhay is 11 of 12 at the moment. Avinash is 14 of 13 so far. Abhay going for an expansive drive straight down the ground, but no contact.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the winter 2024-2025 season finals B division. I welcome all the viewers across the nation.
This time Manju Dheeraj pulls the length back. It is lofted aerially off a top edge. Long gone, couldn't quite scramble there to catch it. One bounce, first sort of half chance there. Ball in the air off an edge. Abhay gets a single. Manju Dheeraj Shalapalli is the bowler, bowling again right arm over the wicket. We've had 5 different bowlers so far, all of them bowling right arm over.
I'd like to thank all the volunteers that showed up today and made this ground beautiful.
Avinash going into the offside and sweeping that towards the leg side. It is a beautiful catch by the man at square leg. He had to focus as he was running back over his shoulder. Terrific catch, an important wicket because Avinash was looking super proactive in his brief stay. He's polarized a couple of big shots through the third man region. He's always been proactive in his short stay. Nonetheless, a pretty good opening partnership for Lords. They are 29 for 1 at 4.4. Avinash departs for a well-made 14 with 1-6. Manju Dheeraj, the man to make the first breakthrough. I'm waiting to find out the catcher's name. That was a very, very smart catch at square leg.
That was a key wicket for Daredevils. Avinash is one of those players that changes the game single-handedly. One of the top players in the league. A big wicket for Daredevils. Big breakthrough.
Rushil Nandan Dubey is the man who took that sharp catch. He had to run backwards, make about 6 to 8 yards and keep his focus on the ball and catch it over his shoulder. Lovely piece of athleticism there. Daredevils already energized by that breakthrough.
We have a special guest with us today. Dan Sir has joined us for the finals. For those who don't know Dan Sir, he's one of the founders of cricket in the Bay Area. He is a curator. He's a coach. He's the jack of all trades. He does it all. And it's a privilege to have him.
Akshay Rajendra Prasad is the man in at number 3. Big drive, attempted drive, big appeal, but it's a wide. I believe that's the 4th wide of the innings. 3 wides in the last couple of overs, all outside of the 6th off stump. This time much straighter, patted back towards short cover. Tidy finish by Manju Dheeraj to what's been a very, very successful over. Just 1 run and a pretty important wicket. End of 5 overs, Lords 30 for 1. looking through the bowling analysis of Daredevils' bowling unit across this tournament, Yashwant Koyalamuri tops the charts with 16 wickets, excluding stats from this game at 16 for Yashwant, at a very, very handy average of 6.69 and tidy economy of 4.3. Uttam Singh with 15 wickets, Venkat with 14. It appears to be the first introduction of spin this morning. I'm trying to find out the bowler's name. Uttam to bowl to Abhay. Abhay again goes and tries to launch it over long off, but no contact. A lot of chirp from the fieldsman now. It's been a couple of quiet overs after the wicket. So a lot more energy from the Daredevils right now. They'd love for another wicket, especially if they could snag the set opener. Appeal, this time it's upheld. Caught behind. Uttam Singh makes immediate impact. Abhay Chennagiri departs for 12 of 16 balls. A proactive innings again laced with one boundary. Daredevils have 2 quick strikes to claw back into the game. Lords 30 for 2 after 5.2 overs.
What a breakthrough. I guess wickets are contagious.
Wickets are contagious indeed, especially if you're Daredevils bowler or fielder right now. They'd want it to spread. As you mentioned, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful ground indeed. A lot of work being put in by the volunteers. A lot of work being put in by Ryan helming the logistics and broadcasting team here. Getting some pretty cool cameras and mics in place to stream this to our live audience. I've got Arjun sitting next to me, committee member. Kuldeep is a man in number 4. He gets off the mark immediately by driving that towards mid-wicket.
Putting the finishing touch, as they say, icing on the cake, is our award-winning commentator, Hari. Always there for us. And tell you a little story. He has a game today, and he was gracious enough to skip the game and come join us for the finals.
Driven by Akshay towards short cover. That's a dot ball. Uttam Singh finishes with an extremely tidy over and an important strike. 1 for 1. Or am I jumping ahead of myself? Actually, there's 2 more balls to go in the over. If not, and an attempted reverse, no contact, goes to the keeper, dot ball. Thank you, Rezabai, for the introduction. Appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to be here commentating at NACL finals. Finals day is always a kick for all involved players, umpires, commentators, broadcasters. We folks love cricket. Wide down the leg side this time. First wide from Uttam, and the second leg side wide of the innings. Runs are coming. It's a chirp from the Lords dressing room. Uppishly played. There's a man at wide slip. Oh, it's a bobble, but he's taken it on his 3rd attempt. Uttam Singh strikes again. That was a bit of an airy-fairy shot from Akshay. He found the edge. A little bit of a bobble there by the man at wide slip, but Daredevils wouldn't care. They've got their 3rd wicket there. Lords sort of sink to 32 for 3. I believe that's the end of the 6th over. Uttam with 2 for 2. That is a pretty solid start. Pretty incisive start, I must add.
Everyone out there, I'd like to also congratulate Hari. He is now commentating for minor league cricket. He made his debut last season. We are very, very proud of him, of his success, and continue to do some good work in minor league. And we want to just congratulate him. He's done an amazing job, and we're very grateful to have him.
Thank you, Reza Bhai. Love the encouragement, appreciate the encouragement. I guess I got my first big opportunity commentating at NACL finals a year back, working with you and Ryan and all the folks here. That was, I guess, the first platform for me, and I've had a couple of more opportunities after that. Enjoy this platform. Hope to be around for quite a long time.
It's a chilly February morning, but couldn't ask for anything better as far as cricket game goes.
Appeal for caught behind. Kuldeep tries to guide that into the offside. I'm waiting for the scorecard to reflect the bowler name. Jatin is the man in, bowling the 7th over. Jatin to Kuldeep. Although the scorecard still shows Varun's on strike. Varun's actually the non-strikers in. Kuldeep tries to slap that into the leg side. No contact again. Couple of dot balls. There's a significant increase in volume and chirp from the Daredevils fieldsmen. 3 wickets in quick succession obviously have injected a lot of confidence in their veins.
Lords have a deep batting. They're a very formidable team. They've been here before. They've won the championship before. They're very experienced.
Lofted aerially towards long on, dribbles off towards the long on fieldsman. A single for Kuldeep. Speaking of experience in the finals, Kuldeep is no stranger to being a big impact player in the finals. He won the man of the match a year or so ago, winning a title for Lords against CSK. Or Chennai?
Correct.
Varun's the man in at number 5. He is about to face his first ball. Long off has been pulled in by a few yards. They've driven towards the shortish mid-on fieldsman. It's been a very similar field for most of his innings. 5-4, 4 on the deep. The only change I notice right now is the man who is at short fine leg is more a short mid-on right now. And short mid-on is in business as we speak. Manju Dheeraj continues to build some dot balls on Varun and Lords. In fact, that's the end of the over. Very, very tidy over. Manju Dheeraj 3 for 1 after his 2 overs. Lords 33 for 3 after 7. We just hear that the batting power play has been taken by the batters. Uttam Singh is about to bowl the 8th over, the first batting power play. Looking through the batting statistics of the Lords batting squad through this tournament, Akshay Rajendra Prasad tops the chart handsomely with 197 runs, averaging 28, striking at 127 with the highest of 54. Anup Patel with 83 runs with a pretty lofty average of 41 and a pretty hefty strike rate of 136 at 2. We're not counting the runs in this game, obviously. Chandan Bisht at number 3, 65 runs. averaging 17.5, again striking 100 plus. Abhay Chanagiri 64 runs at 22 with strike rate 103. So it's a lot of batting depth with Lords. Uttam to Kuldeep. Kuldeep goes for a slog sweep style shot. Mid-wicket runs in to keep that to 1. With the batting power play, it is a 5-4 field again. The man in the deep being a straightish long off and a deep mid-wicket. Oh, that is a beautiful shot by Varun. He moved across into the offside to manufacture some swinging room and placed that deftly to the right of the mid-wicket fieldsman. Went to the boundary of a couple of bounces. Varun's first boundary. Lovely proactive shot given that this is the batting power play. Lords would love for an immediate partnership right now after those 3 quick wickets. This time driven towards the man at wide mid-off, or you could call him cover. Again, Varun going way into the offside to try and slap that into the leg side. He seemed to be off the bat handle of the bat, I guess, for a single to the slip region. Six runs off the 4 balls so far. Uttam's got a couple of wickets off his 10 balls so far. He'd love to sneak in one more. Kuldeep shapes with the reverse. He gets it over the infield. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Oh, perhaps just 1. 1 bounce, 4 through the point region. That is Kuldeep's first boundary. Nifty work with the hands there. He got down low and fetched that from about middle stump. Also finding enough elevation to take the outfield out of the equation for the most part. It almost made defense on the full. 1 bounce into the boundary for a very, very handy second boundary of this first batting power play. This time Kuldeep gets it. It seemed to be a leading edge. Uttam got a hand to it. Dot ball. End of Uttam's second over. A couple of boundaries off that, given that it was a batting power play. 12 for 2 of his 2 overs. Lords 43 for 3 after 8 overs. No. I'll talk to umpires.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all the committee members. Arjun is here with me today. Vikash is running operations from India. His commitment to our league is second to none. As I mentioned, Arjun has been in the day-to-day operations every step of the way. Arun Bhai and his steadfast leadership, Imran and Tausif chipping in and helping us.
On and about to bowl the 9th over. Bowl shot. Hit straight to the man.
What a catch! What a catch!
That was a short ball. Varun got on the back foot, but unfortunately hit it straight to the man in the ring.
What a blinder! What a blinder!
Rushil's the man at square leg. I think this is the second catch.
As they say, catches win matches, and you need catches like this. Bye. You need catches like this.
Anand gets on the board with his first wicket as
My dear friend Rakesh has joined us. Rakesh bhai, come on over for a few words.
Varun Kulkarni departs for 5 of 7 balls. Scott Russell bowled Anand. Rakesh bhai, good morning.
From
Good
Team
morning, good
Titans.
It's amazing game going on. Looks like Lord's in the lead, but yeah, I think the cricket match can change at any time. So yeah, let's see.
Edged. First slip. Oh. First slip got a deflection. Just for a wee second, we thought he could dive and get his hands to it, but just eluding him. Anand be producing a little bit of pace and bounce there. Anup is the new man in at number 6. He's been a form batter for Lords through this tournament. He is a danger man. Anup Patel. Anup shapes with the reverse, gets it through the vacant point region, dribbles towards the fence. Is that? It is 4. Point continues to be a very productive region.
Not many
no-
players take advantage of the reverse sweep and all, but this team is pretty good in that.
You can say that again. Lords have been pulverizing the point region. They've got at least 4 boundaries there and a 6. This time down the leg side, Anup showing some nifty footwork to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the 360 ground, right? Like you have to take advantage of all the weak points, and this team is pretty good at that.
Oh, lofted over the wide long off region. Yashwant runs in. Is it going to be 2? It is going to be 2. Kuldeep comes back. Very, very sharp throw from Yashwant, but Kuldeep's in safely. That was a beautiful shot from Anup, getting on the front foot and slapping it aerially into the wide mid-off region. Good cricket all round. 50 up for Lords, 50 for 4 at 8.4 overs. Run rate just below the 6 mark. It's a pretty even contest right now. At the toss, Lords skipper Prakar mentioned they would be fancying something around 80, 90 plus a few runs maybe. They are on track for that. Anup shapes for reverse. This time it finds either his body or maybe a bat handle. Anup this time goes for the scoop. There's a bit of an appeal for a caught behind. I don't think it got a feather. Not upheld. End of Anand's second over. He finishes with 11 for 1 of his 2 overs. Lords 50 for 4 after 9 overs. It is a tad cold right now here at Sierramont, although the cricket action in the middle is producing quite a bit of heat. Lots of wickets, lots of boundaries, lots of innovative shots. Can you have the full scorecard? Looking at the match summary so far, folks. Lords Avinash 14 of 14 and Abhay Chennagiri 12 of 16. Opening and being pretty productive at the top. Kuldeep Bhadoria's in the middle, 7 not out. He's got a key responsibility to try and take control of the middle overs now alongside Anup. On the bowling card, Uttam Singh snagged a couple of wickets. Yashwant's about to bowl the 10th over. Last over before the break. Yashwant to Kuldeep. Ball full, driven straight down the ground. Long on runs in quite a few yards to limit that to 1. It's 54 Fahrenheit here at Sierramont with the occasional wind, so it is a chilly morning, especially for us static folks in the commentary box. The players
but the action on the field is heating up.
The players aren't complaining one bit because they are running around, desperate for some championship glory. Anup takes strike. Yashwant to Anup. Off the pad, dribbles down to fine leg. The square leg fieldsman cleans up. Yashwant Koyalamudi has 16 wickets through this tournament. He's been the top striker for the Daredevils bowling unit. He's been striking at a very, very handy average of 6.69. So he would be looking to bowl at least a couple of these last 5 or 6 overs of this Lord's batting innings. Anup goes for a long-winded drive. Long off was in business for just for a second, but it was a little too wide for him to be seriously in contention. That is a single. Flat throw back to the bowler. Bowled into the wicket. Kuldeep manufactures a little bit of swinging room, gets it over the short mid-wicket fieldsman for a single. Good intent is the shout from the pavilion of Lords. Good intent indeed. Both batters trying to leverage any length. This time flicked aerially towards wide mid-wicket. Mid-wicket runs to his left. It's going to be 2. That's a very sharp return from the man at deep mid-wicket, but good running as well from the batters. Good cricket all round. Yashwant just for a second was hoping he had a punter's chance of a catch at deep mid-wicket. Last ball before the break coming up. Yashwant to Anup. Anup shapes for the scoop. He gets the scoop this time. It's going to be mostly a couple of runs. Oh, it's going to be more than a couple of runs. It's dribbled all the way to the fence for 4. A lot of lovely innovation there. The scoop working. Anup's scoop boundary takes Lords to 59 for 4 after 10 overs as we adjourn for a break.
So here is the guy Ashok, a dear friend of mine, and he's a volunteer for today. He showed up 8 o'clock and he just through all the boundaries here, which is you guys seen it on the page. So here you go, Ashok. Just talk about a couple of minutes here, man. Come over.
Hey, Ashok, good morning. How are you?
All good. The match seems evenly poised for now. But looking at the conditions and all that stuff, 59 is a pretty decent score for 10.
Good to hear about all the volunteer hustle in the morning. Volunteers make these games happen, especially big finals. By the way, I played against Ashok a couple of weeks back in Fremont in a cricket game, which I must add, Ashok's team won by maybe 3-ish wickets, 4-ish wickets. We're back live now. Manju Dheeraj has the ball to bowl the 11th over. Kuldeep's the man on strike. Dot ball to begin proceedings. Right arm over again. All of the bowlers have been right arm over so far through the entire innings. Lodge have 5 more overs to come up with some firecrackers now. 5 overs, 6 wickets in the bank, so they should be thinking big strokes and proactive running. A bit of a false start from Manju Dheeraj there.
You have enough charge? Yeah, you have 100%. Let me take it. This one, right? Yeah. Just for a couple of minutes.
Goes for a big drive, but doesn't seem to middle that one. Dribbles back to the bowler for another dot ball. Manju Dheeraj has been super tidy so far. That might have just been a change of pace delivery. Bit of a groan from Kuldeep after he played that shot, maybe because he couldn't get the timing on it.
I would say about 3 o'clock.
This time Kuldeep gets some bat on it, but it's in the air. And it's been tidily caught by the man at cover. 2 men were converging towards that catch. I'm trying to find out the catcher's name. Was it Yashwant? It was Yashwant. That was a very, very sharp catch. He had to keep his focus on the ball as the other fielder was running in towards his left. And he sort of had to dive to close and make sure he didn't let the ball bobble out. So it's been very, very tidy fielding by Daredevils so far. They've caught almost everything. And that is a very handy wicket as Lords slumped to 59 for 5 in the 11th over. Kuldeep Badoria departs for 9 of 12 balls with 1 boundary. Trying to hold up the middle order there.
Chandan walked in at the moment. Think it's going to look for some stability in here.
Chandan tries to flick that towards the leg side off his body. Dot ball again. Manju Dheeraj has been very efficient in this over so far. 3 dot balls plus the wicket. A pretty golden start for Daredevils after the break. Chandan launches it towards long on. 1 bounce into the long on man, the long on fielder's hands. Chandan's off the mark with that single. Anoop's back on strike. Can Anoop flex his batting muscles and find something right now? Anoop shaping for a scoop again. Finds his body, dribbles back on the pitch. Dot ball. Terrific start from Manju Dheeraj after the break. He's got 2 for 4 after his 3 overs. He is making a pretty solid impact.
That's some extraordinary performance in bowling. That too coming in a big game. He's spot on. So Haribhai, last 4 overs is going to be a power play? Or
They've taken a couple of overs already.
I think Daredevils is looking to put some breaks in here. They've got their one of the best bowler, Yashwant.
third over. Yashwant to Chandan.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Scramble, single.
And some bananas there. Hari, they can't hear it properly, the commentary. Because
Check. Anup goes for an aerial slap through the covers. They should get back for 2. Anup shapes with the reverse off the edge. The man at point has taken the catch. That is a big wicket. Yashwant gets a well-deserved first wicket. 63 for 6 Lords in the middle of the 12th over. Anup departs for a proactive 15 of 12 balls. Always looking to be innovative and find some big shots. Unfortunately, not going his way this time. It found the leading edge as he tried to reverse slap it through the point region. Trying to find the fielder's name. Venkat, the man at point, taking a pretty important catch. That actually is a pretty significant wicket for Daredevils because Anup has been striking very handily through this tournament, especially at the death. Launched over the long off region. Is it going to go all the way? Nope. It holds back. Can you make this? I'm not able to see the batters. I see. Not able to spot the batter's name.
Amit Chaudhary.
Okay. Amit Chaudhary, the man in at number 8, is off the mark immediately with that couple of runs. Amit again going for a big hit, but off the edge. Longon's running in, and Longon seals the deal. Yashwant strikes again. That's 2 wickets in the over. Daredevils have been extremely consistent with their catching. Anand Premkumar, the man at long on, who kept his focus and snaffled that important wicket. Amit goes back for a couple of runs. Lord 65 for 7.
Catches win matches, and Daredevils are doing their part. What do you think, Ashok?
They're all out. Trucker walks in now. See what happens for the last 3 hours.
Prakar, the skipper, walks in. He's got an important job to do. Stem the rot a little bit and still be proactive. That's always an interesting challenge, trying to find runs at the slog overs, but you don't want to lose wickets in the rush either. Both batters new at the crease. Prakar just walking in. Chandan's been there for only a couple of balls. Yashwant's got 2 for 18 of his 2.5. Can he sneak in one more wicket right now? Tidily bowled. Prakar defends into the leg side. Very, very impactful over by Yashwant. He is on 2 for 18 after his 3 overs. Lord 65 for 7 with 3 overs left. So for the awards, for each award, get one simple line, player name. If it's batting award,
We have a player name and a team name right now.
player name, team name. Just if it's batting award, just add total runs, highest or average strike rate. If it's bowler, total wickets, economy, average. So
Yeah, that one I'll
not
get
too
it.
much, just those three things.
Yeah.
And if it's fielder, catches,
Yeah.
and always add team name for each player.
Yep.
Uttam Singh about to bowl the 13th over. He's been amongst the wickets as well. Uttam to Chandan. Lords still have a couple of power plays in the bank. Uttam to Chandan. Chandan slaps it into the square leg or mid wicket region perhaps. It's a single. One as good as the chirp from the keeper. Daredevils wouldn't mind singles at this stage of the innings. There's 4 men in the deep. Yashwant at long off and the rest of the 3 fieldsmen in the deep on the leg side. A wide long on, a mid wicket and a square leg. This time it's been cut into the offside, finding the gap as well. Cover runs back. It's a well run 2. We've seen a lot of runs in the point region this innings, but this is actually a rare conventional cut shot. A lot of the runs in the point region have been through the reverse slap or the reverse hit or reverse sweeps. There's a pretty conventional cut shot on that occasion, making a rare appearance. Chandan goes for a swing towards the square leg region, no contact. Oh, catch is the call, catch is the result. Uttam Singh bowled at a tad shorter. Prakar went for the cut shot, but unfortunately found the man at short cover. Again, solid catching by Daredevils. Again, another wicket down for Lords as they're trying to build some momentum in the late stage of this innings. 68 for 8 in the 13th over. Uttam Singh snagging his 3rd wicket there, 3 for 15 of his 2.4 so far. It's been a pretty solid comeback by the Daredevils bowling and fielding unit. If you recall, the openers for Lords had put together a pretty handy start, looking pretty proactive in the first 3 or 4 overs. And then Daredevils managed to snag 3 quick wickets. And in the last 20 minutes or so, they've managed to take at least 4 wickets to really peg Lords back. Nitish R is the man walking in at number 10. Now Lords also have to be mindful of not being all out inside their quota of 15 overs. They've got 16 balls to go. They would love to use all of the 16 balls and maybe score 15 runs or so to get to 80-ish. Attempted defense, it beats the bat. Wicket Ayaga is the chirp from the men in the ring because wickets have been coming in a flood the last few minutes. Uttam about to close out his over. Driven back towards the bowler, dot to finish. Bahut Ache is the chirp. Bahut Ache indeed from Uttam Singh. 15 for 3 after 3 overs. A lot of strikes and very economical. 68 for 8 Lords after 13 overs, looking for a final flourish. Are you Telugu? You clicked it. Rana Dugapati actor, dude. Beard, tall.
Really big compliment.
You do look like him.
Hey, you know he's a very naughty guy.
This guy? Oh,
No,
that guy.
Rana. Both. So many girlfriends.
A little bit of sledging in the commentary box here. Whoa! That is some heat. Mild appeal for caught behind, but that beat the edge comfortably. Anas bowling the 19th over. Again, outside the off-time, an attempted cut. No contact. Anas went for 11 runs off his first over, but he can do a lot of amends here if he bowls a tight over at the death. Pacey ball, handy length. Chandan couldn't quite find the bat there. It's too tight to cut. Anas bowling a very, very tight length. The batter not quite able to get on the front foot to drive, or it's not short enough to cut. This time, it's full enough for a big drive. Can long off actually stops it. They scramble back for 2. A lot of scrambling all around. Long off did well to keep that ball in play in the field. Yashwant, the man at long off. Chandan moves on to 5 with that brace. It's been a very handy over from Anas so far. He's kept it foolish. Chandan winds up. It's a big hit. Not middle though. It's off the edge. Deep in wicket, runs in. And that is a bit of a drop. A rare drop from a Daredevils fieldsman. Lords aren't complaining. They get another 2 runs. The fielder got 2 hands to it, but unfortunately for him, it popped off. Again, a big slap this time. Long off in play. And long off nails the catch this time. Chandan swinging for the fences the last couple of minutes and for good reason, but this time, unfortunately, the edge finds the fieldsman. Yash makes no mistake. Anas gets a big break. His first wicket of the innings. End of the 14th over, Lords 72 for 9. Chandan Bish departs for 7 of 10 balls, trying to manufacture some late innings momentum there with some big swings the last over. Despite the occasional drop, Daredevils' catching has been a pretty solid feature all through the innings. They've converted more than 90% of their catching opportunities. That was a very good comeback over from Anas. 4 runs in the 14th over of an innings with the wicket. Venkat's about to bowl the last over of the innings. Lords 72 for 9. Every run will be precious. We know this is a big final, so there will be a lot at stake. Lords would love for 8 runs or more this over to get to the 80 mark. Beautifully bowled by Venkat. He pulled the length back a little bit. Nitish trying to defend that one, beats the bat. Nitish winds up for a big shot, but no contact. Consecutive dot balls by Venkat. This time a wide down the leg side by Venkat. Just for a second, Nitish was shaping for a scoop, but didn't have to offer any stroke there. A useful wide run for Lords as they move to 73. 4 more balls to go. Can Nitish find some bat this time and get some runs quick? Wide on the offside this time. Nitish moving around the crease and the bowler trying to adjust, but unfortunately wide of the tram lines. A lot of encouragement from the Lords Pavilion for the extra runs. They welcome every run at this stage, no matter which way it comes. An attempted scoop, but it is a wide again. There is a little bit of discussion and debate from the bowler there. The batter seems to be moving towards the off, and hence the question if the wide line is moving further as well. But wide is the call from the umpire. That's the third wide of the innings. Oh, this time Nitish gets a nice piece of that. Is it a great catch? No, it's a great attempt. It is in the fence and a couple of runs. That is great cricket all round. Nitish moved to the offside and found some lovely timing there to launch it over the infield for a couple of runs. The man at deep mid-wicket, Tausif, the skipper, made a valiant attempt to catch that. I think he got 2 hands to it. Great attempt, but unfortunately as he fell, the ball popped out. Sharp throw as well. 2 runs. It's good cricket all round from both teams right now. Everybody is desperate. Everybody is motivated. Three more balls to go. It's been a long over, courtesy of those 3 wides so far. Nitish has been busy in the crease, moving all around the crease. Nitish moves into the offside, tries to slap it. Dot ball. A lot of banter around the wide line there. Not a wide this time though, it went over the stumps, says the umpire. This time it seemed like a change of pace delivery from Venkat. Skillfully bowled, no contact from the bat. It's been a terrific over from Venkat. He's not allowed the batter to really get any full bullet shots in, except for that one slap for 2. He's managed to keep the batter in check. Last ball of the innings. Can Lords find a boundary? Again a big swing. They sneak a bite through despite the keeper's attempted throw. Lords finish with 78 for 9 after 15 overs. That is a little over 5 runs an over. And then a pretty even scorecard, you could say, for the finals with the pretty thick outfield. I think both teams would be reasonably happy with 78 for 9. Although Daredevils might feel a little chuffed that they pulled them back after the early onslaught. So net as we head for break, Daredevils need 79 of their 15 overs for the big Division B prize. We're looking at the over by over chart. As you can see, there were some tall buildings in the first 4 overs as the openers took some runs, primarily through those reverse hits to the point region. And then through overs 8, 9, 10, there were some busy run scoring as well. But either side of that, Daredevils managed to pull things back with some efficient bowling and some safe catching. We're looking at the match summary right now. Anup Patel, 15 of 12, top scoring. The openers, Avinash and Abhay with 14 and 12. Looking at the bowling scorecard, Uttam Singh, 3 for 15 of 3 overs. He made those initial strikes. Chalapalli had 2 for 4, extremely tidy, 2 for 4 of his 3 overs. Yashwant Koyalamuri came to the party as well, 2 for 18 of his 3 overs. He's been a standout bowler through the tournament. So, in summary, a pretty evenly poised game right now, 78 for 9. You would think Daredevils feel a wee bit better, but this is a big finals, mind you, and the outfield is thick. So 78 would be a reasonable a challenge as well for the batting team as we head for break. Welcome back, folks. We're here for the all-important chase. Daredevils in pursuit of 79. Avinash, the man bowling the first over. Rushil Nandan, the man on strike. Driven to the man at short mid wicket for a dot ball again.
You're not going to sleep tonight, I know. Let me send to my Pakistan friends also. Yeah, please.
Driven by Rushil towards the cover point region for a dot ball. Tidy start by Avinash so far. He's kept it full.
Because he's missing.
A full toss, hit aerially, but it's going to be in no man's land. Long on jogs in to keep it to 1. Rushil Nandan is off the mark with that single. Aditya B is on strike for the first time. He's been a pretty influential batter for Daredevils to this tourney. Aditya goes for a slap through the leg side. Square leg runs in. Can he complete a tough catch? He can complete a tough catch. Early strike for Lords. And Lords show they can also catch pretty handy as well. I'm trying to find the fielder's name as we speak.
Lords, Daredevils did a good job in the bowling department, but you gotta, Lords have been here before. They have all the experience and all the talent, and they've played under pressure. So you can't. You gotta go after. If you gotta go through the champions.
Nitish Reddy was the man who took that extremely handy catch. He had to jog in about 12 yards from the deep square leg fence and nail that catch. Swept towards the square leg region for a single. Dhruva is off the mark immediately. That is an extremely tidy over from Avinash. He finishes with 1 for 2 of his first over as Daredevils move to 2 for 1 after 1.
Avinash is one of those players in NACL that contributes both ways with the bat and the ball. Very experienced, very talented. One of the top players in NACL.
No, there is that's the old uniform. He's got.
Kuldeep Badoria to begin proceedings to the second over. Bowling again right arm over. Rushil Nandan on strike. A big reverse slap. It's racing towards the point region for 4. The first 4 of Daredevils innings. A lot of cheer from the Daredevils dugout. That was deftly done by Rushil. He got down early and found the middle of the bat.
A little bit of sludging from the Daredevils, giving it back. All in fun though, all in fun.
There is a man at deep point for that exact shot. That's been a pretty busy region. That was a busy region in the first innings. Can Daredevils tap that region more? A bit of change of pace. Rushil trying to move to the leg side and whack it to the fine leg region. No contact.
Kuldeep is an experienced bowler. He's won a lot of matches for Lords. He acts, as a matter of fact, last finals the Lords played against CSK. He had a match-winning performance.
That is fiercely cut, but straight to the man at deep point for 1. Dhruva moves on to 6 of 4 balls.
We like to thank our sponsors, Tabla Restaurant, Wajiva, R&R.
Driven back towards the bowler. Kuldeep couldn't quite stop that with his foot. Trickles too long off for a single.
This is game one of a doubleheader we have for you today. Following this game, it's going to be A Division Finals between Mighty Warriors and Money Heist.
It is an action-packed Sunday. It's the biggest day of the NACL calendar. 3 finals, Divisions B and A right here at San Jose, and Division C in Milpitas in the afternoon. Dhruva takes strike. Point is in a few yards from the fence. Dhruva goes for a big swing through the square leg region. It's a single, 2 men scrambling.
Division C, we have Avengers, first time in the finals, and Fire Friends.
A lot of pretty badass team names out there. Daredevils and Avengers. This time cut towards the point region for a busy single. There's a bit of a scramble for a run out there, but the throw alright, but the batsmen are home regardless. And Kuldeep's first over, 8 for none of his over. Daredevils 10 for 1 after 2. Avinash about to bowl the third over. Looking through the bowling stats of Lords to the tournament, Devendra Swami's got the most wickets, 11. Avinash with 9, not counting the wicket he took in the first over. Kuldeep with 8. Amit Chaudhary with 6 wickets. Chandan Bisht with 6 wickets. Deepak Padi with 4.
The calming influence of NACL, Arun Kumar. He's done a lot for the league. He has arrived.
That is lofted towards the mid-wicket region. 1 bounce into the fieldsman's hand, single. That brings Dhruva back on strike. He has been fluent so far. There's a minor adjustment in the field as an extra man is sent to the point region. There's a point in the ring, there's a third man deep.
Everyone, we are joined by Dan Sir, founder of Cricket in the Bay Area. And he's nice enough to join us, give us some time, and we are grateful to have him.
Thank you, Mr. Raza.
Dhruva shapes
You're
up.
always so nice, so kind. Very exciting competition going here. I think the run rate is a little steep for the chase, but you never know.
Welcome back, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
It's been a chilly morning. A lot of cheer from the dugout. That is a well-run 2 from Dhruva. Handy throw as well from the man at deep square leg. Good cricket all round. Avinash to Dhruva. Batted into the offside.
Excellent bowling, excellent. He did bowl the first over and was very productive.
A little bit of confusion there. They thought about a single, but mid-wicket is close enough to keep that to a dot. Tight bowling by Avinash, pace on the ball and keeping it full.
Right. I think he took the pace off that one.
There's a little bit of a stoppage in the middle. Arjun.
You would think you'd want to, as a bowling team, to have a beat-up ball.
There is a bit of a ball change. We don't quite know why. Perhaps the early ball's condition has been damaged. So they're getting a brand new ball out there. As we have a little stoppage, let's look at the Daredevil batting charts from the tourney so far. Adil Mahmood has scored the most runs, 148 runs at a pretty handy average of 29.6, striking at 130 plus with the highest of 48. Tausif Khan, the skipper, scored 140 runs, averaging 28 and again striking handsomely at 126. He's struck 5 sixes so far, that's a pretty big number. Aditya Bola with 140 runs, averaging 14, striking at 88, highest of 24. Achin Sharma, 97 runs, average 13, strike rate 82. Highest of 21. Dhruva Indavarapu, who's in the middle right now, 69 runs rather, with an average of 8 and a strike rate of 100 plus. And Rushil Nandan Dubey, the other opener, he's scored 21 runs of 35 balls so far in the tourney. So both Rushil and Dhruva would love to add to that tally. Daredevils would want a solid partnership up top the order to soak in the pressure of the chase. There's multiple mini conferences around the field as the ball gets swapped and the players get back into position.
The other ball split. Big tear. But a big.
Why would the fielding team complain about this?
All right, they got a new ball. They should be happy with it. So they rolled it around a little bit. All right, so we're ready to continue. Here we go. Bowler in position, ready.
Dhruva shapes for a cut. Ooh, almost found the fieldsman there. He got a hand to it. It popped off for just for a second. They thought they could grab the rebound, but lucky for Daredevils there. Dhruva lives to fight another over.
Uh-oh, might be an injury.
The fielder at point who made the attempt and got his hand to it, he went down with a little bit of pain. Looks like some issue with his leg. From what we
Break
hear,
in the action, injury. We're not sure what exactly injury is now, but
we heard a couple of people mention something about the knee. Maybe when he leapt up to try and grab that one, he might have landed on his right knee there.
he did an excellent job reaching up to stop that ball. Show the replay.
It seems to be serious enough because the player is still on the ground and
Umpires and fielders and everybody all around. Smile, you're on camera.
I've been caught guilty. Commentators sneaking in some food when they can. Stoppage in play because of injury. We had a stoppage last over because of a ball swap situation. This one's a little bit more serious. Somebody's got a busted knee, perhaps.
Bench all day, come back to the report.
To folks on the stream, we're still tending to the fielder who got injured, trying to attempt a catch at point and landing possibly on his knee. We don't quite know what the injury is, but the player is still on the ground getting some help. The injured fielder just escorted off the field, helped by his teammates. We have him a little closer to us right now. Looks like a left knee issue.
Speculate too much. Yeah. Summary up for now.
We're back live, folks. Play resumes after a bit of an injury stoppage. Match summary on screen right now. Lords 15 overs, 70.
You said it just as I was taking it off.
Avinash beats the bat with that one. Again, match summary.
Live. We'll get back to it after the over.
The over's done. The over's done.
Okay, all right.
A little bit of cat and mouse here at the commentary box with myself and Ryan.
Now the match summary.
Now the match summary. Third time lucky. Lords 15 overs, 78 for 9. The Daredevils chasing 79 for the big prize. 3 overs, 14 for 1. There's been a ball-related stoppage. There's been an injury stoppage. It's been a stop-start inning so far. But Daredevils on track so far with just 1 wicket down, 14 on the board. They'd love for a top-order partnership to anchor this chase. They need around 4.5 runs and over to haul this chase in, to reel this chase in. .65 runs from 12 overs is the ask right now. Devendra about to bowl the 4th over of the innings. Slap through the cover point region. It's going to be a couple of runs. Thick grass keeps the ball in there. That was a good, well-timed shot.
Management in the way.
A few fielding adjustments made for Dhruva. Dhruva moves on to 12 of 10 balls. He's been very fluent in his stay so far. He goes for an airy-fairy shot over the Long off reach, and unfortunately for him, it finds the hands of the man running back from mid-off. That is a big wicket. Dhruva was set. He was looking good. He was looking fluent, timing on point until that last shot. It seemed to hit him on the higher part of the bat, got more elevation than distance, mid-off running back and completing a smart catch. Lords so far have kept up with Daredevils in terms of efficient catching. 2 sharp catches so far. Dhruva walks back for 12. Devendra with his first wicket off his second ball. As Daredevils move to 16 for 2 in 3.2 overs. It's still anybody's game. Kuldeep, the man at mid-off, taking that very, very sharp catch. Running back and to his left. He had to make some ground and run sideways as well. That was a sharp catch. Anand P is the man in at number 4 with a job to do for his side. They need a top order partnership to stabilize things. And then Prem Kumar jumps down the track, gives him a little bit of room and tries to hit through the offside. No contact on that one. He isn't wasting any time showing his intent there. Lots of chirp from the Lord's fieldsman now that it got 2 wickets. There's a bit of a cold breeze blowing across the ground. It's been a cold day. Again, Anand giving himself some room and trying to biff it over the offside, but a wild wide being called. And this time finds the leg side. Hit towards short mid-wicket for a dot ball. All 3 balls he's been trying to give himself some room and manufacture some swing for his bat. It's a 4-5 field for Anand. 4 offside, 5 leg side, 3 men in the deep on the leg side. Again, similar approach. Backing away towards the leg side. Beaten again. It's been a tidy over so far, just 3 runs and a handy wicket. Last ball from Devendra coming up to Anand. Hit in the body, dot ball. Anand's been moving around the crease all over. Dot ball to finish. Devendra, a very, very tidy first over, 3 for 1. Daredevils 17 for 2 after 4 overs. Lots of chirp in the middle, lots of chirp from the dugout as well. Both teams are in it for a feisty battle here. The big prize is at stake. The equation for Daredevil, 62 runs from 11 overs. Required run rate has crept up a little bit in the last couple of minutes, 5.64. Kuldeep to bowl the 5th over. Bowling right arm over the wicket. Again, a similar field. They've got 4 men in the offside. Long off the 1 man outside the circle. Lofted down the ground, long on and long off give chase. It bobs over the long on fieldsman's attempted jump. A lovely, much needed boundary. Rushil Nandan gets his first 4. Daredevils snapping out of a little mini funk in the last couple of minutes, getting an important boundary. 21 for 2 now after 4.1 overs. Rushil Nandan moves on to 8 with that 4. An attempted shot through the offside. Big appeal for caught behind. Umpires unmoved. There's a little bit of demonstration from the fielding unit, but the original call was not out from the umpire, so that should have to stay, although the umpires seem to be conferring right now. There is a little bit of a situation right now. The umpire switched his decision and gave the batsman out. And the Daredevils fieldsman and skipper Tausif protesting with the umpires. The question is, can the front umpire consult with the square leg umpire for a caught behind? That's the issue on hand right now. The original decision was not out. After multiple minutes, the decision was switched to an out. So
How do you feel about it?
I wouldn't be, if I were the batting team, I wouldn't be too thrilled. I don't quite know what the NACL rule book says about the main umpire consulting the square leg umpire for a caught behind in terms of the edge. The consultation can be made for the catch being clean or otherwise, but for the edge, I don't know what the rule is. Daredevil skipper Tausif still in the middle. We don't know what the final resolution is. It's been a bit of a stop-start innings this. We had a ball change earlier. We had an injury stoppage for quite a few minutes, and now it's a pretty contentious decision stopping play. We would love for the game to move on. Hope the umpires can converge to a sensible decision and move the game forward. It appears to be a switch decision to out, as we see Rushil Nandan walk back for an innings of 8 of 10 balls. That is a big blow for Daredevils. They slumped to 21 for 3 now after 4.3 overs. Kuldeep getting his first wicket there. Rushil just struck a boundary a couple of minutes ago. He would have felt in after that. The Daredevils dugout needs to settle down now and focus on their innings. They still have a job on hand, 58 runs of 10.3 with a big prize at stake. As we speak, we've got a few folks trickling into the game. We've got some spectators coming in. About 30 plus people in the ground right now, aside from the players. We want to remind our viewers that we have the Division A finals coming up right on the heels of this one, where Mighty Warriors will battle Money Haste for the Division A silverware. Elsewhere in Milpitas, the Division C guys will also battle for the big prize. So it is a cricket-heavy day here. Adil M is on strike. He's the number 5 batter for Daredevils. Kuldeep to Adil. Beats the bat. Adil offers a defensive stroke. Kuldeep might just be taking it away from the outside edge there. Although I can't say that for surety from this angle. Driven into the gap on the offside, single. Adil is off the mark. Kuldeep to Anand. Anand again walks towards the leg side to manufacture some swinging room. This time, though, he does not get beaten. He gets a faint nick. This time, there's no controversy. That is a clear nick. Umpire upholds the appeal. That is a big moment in the game. 2 wickets of Kuldeep, second over. Daredevils are slumping down a little bit. 22 for 4 after 5 overs. Kuldeep 2 for 13 with a double strike over. The end of 5 overs, Daredevils 22 for 4, their equation 57 needed of 10 overs as the run rate creeps up to 5.7. We've been joined in the comm box by Salman. Good morning, Salman. How are you?
Pretty good, Harry. How are you doing?
It's been some interesting cricket in the middle. Cold morning, hot cricket.
Yeah, just got in. Very interesting game right now.
Daredevils in the ascendancy. I would take that back. Actually, Daredevils in a bit of trouble, I wanted to add. 22 for 4. They've lost a couple of quick wickets there, in need of a partnership to stabilize things. The run rate has crept up a wee bit over the last few minutes as well. So they would be rooting for a partnership right about now.
Definitely. I agree. And no better players than Adil and Tausif. Very confident. Have had quite a few partnerships in the past. So if Daredevils need someone, it's them right now. So, yep.
Chandan Bisht into the attack, right arm over to Adil. Adil finds the man at short cover, dot ball.
What do you think Daredevils needs right now? Like just to settle things down and play a few dot balls and rotate strike?
Absolutely. Stem the rot. They can't afford to lose more wickets, especially these two batters have been the form batters through this tournament. Adil guides that into the vacant point region for a single. Point is slipped back to a deep third man, although as we speak he comes in for Tausif. For most of this innings, Lords have employed a 4-5 field, 4 in the offside, 1 man deep long off, and 5 on the leg side. A little bit of a ring from long on, coursing through mid wicket and square leg. Tausif takes strike for the first time. The skipper needs to play a skipper's innings right now. There's been a bit of controversy around the last few minutes with that one decision switched, a lot of stoppages through injury and whatnot. Daredevils need to focus now and build a partnership. Short ball. It seems to find the back of the bat. Tausif had went through with the swing of the ball is too slow. It found the bat of the back on the way back.
Yeah, that ball was there to hit. Tausif usually tries to get into the game, takes some time, watches the ball, gets into the game, and then goes for the shots, the big ones. That's what I mean.
Tausif pushes
Watches
that
it
towards
closely.
Shopman wicket for a dot ball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Tausif is in the right space, because he just was in the ground for the controversy that you're referring to.
Slightly shortish again, this time wide of the off stump. He slaps it towards a cover fieldsman for a dot ball. 3 dot balls on the bounce for Chandan. He'd be happy with his over so far.
Definitely neat over so far.
This time launched aerially towards the square leg region and deep square legs snaffles it. That was timed well, but unfortunately for Tausif, it found the middle and it found the middle of the fielder's hands as well. Lord's fieldsman going toe-to-toe with Daredevils in terms of good catching. That is a very safe catch in the deep square leg boundary. I'm trying to find the fielder's name as we speak. High fives all around in the outfield for Lords. Daredevils slumped to 23 for 5 after 6 overs. A successful start for Chandan B. Just 1 run of the over and a very, very important wicket. He's got rid of the skipper of Daredevils. Tausif walks back dejected. End of 6 overs, 23 for 4 Daredevils. The equation now 56 from 9 overs. The required rate has actually crept up 6 for the first time in the chase. You could say Lords are in the driving seat right now.
That looked like a great shot from Tausif. Well timed, but great work by the fielder. Great effort. Big wicket for Lords.
Is it charging or no? 60%. Can you charge more?
There is no charge.
Yes, there is.
No, I asked
Okay, I can go charge it at home. Take pictures, I'll go charge it.
Nitish Reddy was the man who took that safe catch, a deep square leg, to send Tausif back. Venkat A is the man in at number 7 for Daredevils. Adil is on strike though, facing up to Amit Chowdhury, bowling right arm over. It's a pretty spread out field right now. There's a third man, there's a long off, and 3 men in the leg side. There's a mild little argument in the middle. Don't quite know what the focus is. It's been a pretty stop-start innings, this chase of Daredevils. A lot of off-field stuff. Back on track. Amit to Adil. Driven towards the man at short mid-wicket, dot ball. That is bowled foolish. Full face of the bat by Adil. Daredevils should be chanting partnership right about now. They need a partnership. Even if they soak in a couple of dot balls, it's okay. They need to stem the rot. Short ball, Adil goes for a big full shot, finds the back of the bat. It goes over the keeper's head, bobbles for a couple of runs. Square leg runs back to the fine leg region to clean up.
What really helped Daredevils is Adil is a really quick player. So he'll keep the singles and doubles going, which is exactly what Daredevils needs right now.
Ball full, Adil launches it aerially, wide of long off, gives chase, but that hits the hoarding on the second bounce, I believe. Much needed boundary, lovely shot by Adil.
Beautiful lofted cover drive by Adil. Much needed boundary.
Much needed boundary indeed.
He plays that shot really beautifully.
Watchfully defended by Adil this time. This time, Amit pulling the length back a little bit.
Smart cricket. Adil plays it smartly. Doesn't take a risk. Got a boundary. Great start to the over.
Push towards the short cover fieldsman. There's a bit of a misfield there, which allows them to get a single. Venkat to face it for the first time. He pats it back to the bowler or the short mid-wicket fieldsman there. That is the end of Amit's first over. 7 for none after his first over. 7 overs, Daredevils moved to 30 for 5. The equation now 49 runs in 8 overs. Solar Sesame. Solar Sesame are our sponsors. We appreciate the support from our sponsors. Match summary so far, Lords posting 78 for 9 and 15 overs with some runs from the top order and a cluster of wickets either side of another middle over partnership. Singh and Chalapalli getting 3 fours and 2 fours, and also with support from Koyalamudi with 2 for. In the chase, Daredevils got off to a decent start, but they've lost a bunch of wickets in the last little while. They're 5 for 30 right now, but the upside is they've still got Adil Saeed Mahmood in the middle. He's been their form player through the tournament, their top scorer. They would love for Venkat to hang in with Adil and build a partnership right now. Adil's on strike. Just for a brief second, there's a thought about a single, but wisely sent back. Devendra is the man bowling right arm over. He bowled pretty tight first over. Can he back it up for Lords with another good over here? Watchfully defended into the offside. Efficient bowling by Devendra, good line.
It's really good by Adil, playing really smartly right now. The team needs him.
Again, similar offering, bowling a tight line. Adil offers the full face of the bat, defends it back towards the mid-off fieldsman. Good watchful defense by Adil there. Daredevils still have 4 power plays in the bank. Bowled a little fuller. Adil thought about trying to lap that towards the fine leg region, but no contact. 3 dot balls on the bounce for Devendra, if not actually 4 dot balls.
We'll be looking for a run.
Can sense a little bit of pressure building. 4 dot balls can make any batter impatient. This time Adel trying to smack it through the square leg region, but it's actually wide down the leg side. Devendra sliding down on that occasion.
They're definitely capable of big hits.
This time compensating on the offside. It's a wide outside of the off stump tram line. 2 wides on the bounce from Devendra. It's still been a pretty good quiet over. He's only gone for 2 runs after 4 legal deliveries, so he can still try and shut this down by getting his radar sorted. There's a bit of an appeal for a caught behind. It seemed to go off the pad. Appeal not upheld by the umpire. Adil trying to work it towards the leg side, getting it off his front pad.
Let's see what approach Adil takes for the last ball of the over.
This time lofted over the infield. Kuldeep runs in. Oh, it pops off Kuldeep's hands. Big life for Adil there. He got a little bit of timing on that, but more elevation than strength on that shot. Kuldeep was in play, but unfortunately it popped off. A very, very critical moment in the game. Can Adil convert this little bit of fortune into a substantial innings? End of 8 overs, Daredevils 33 for 5. Devendra another tidy over, 6 for 1 after his 2 overs. So far, 3 runs there, including those 2 wides. The equation now 46 runs of 7 overs. You can sense the tension slowly build in the middle for both teams. The silverware is not far from where we sit. It's within grasp for both teams. What Lords needs is a few wickets, a few safe catches. What Daredevils need is some spunk and some steely partnerships in the middle orders.
Yeah, big moment in the match. Kuldeep dropping Adil. Let's see how costly that proves to be. That's one of his favorite areas, Adil, towards the covers, and he loves to play that cover after cover drive, and he couldn't resist. That ball was right there to hit, but he didn't go for the power and just like placed it, but he just didn't give it enough. So yeah, big chance for Lords to pile up the pressure. They'll be ruining the opportunity.
Avinash returns back into the attack to bowl the 9th over. This appears to be a power play because there's only a long off and a very wide long on in place in the deep. 4 men in the ring on the offside and 3 on the leg side. Adil drives this towards the cover fieldsman, dot ball.
Big 2 overs in the game. Adil will be looking to capitalize the power play. couple
There's a
boundaries.
little bit of adjustment in the field, the offside strength, and there's a slip in place now. That is bowled wide of off. Another offside wide. Daredevils would welcome any extra at this stage. At any stage, if you will. Adil goes for a big whack, gets a leading edge. The slip runs back, and the slips pouch that one. That is a huge wicket. Avinash strikes. Adil walks back. He got a chance last over, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't quite convert the opportunity this time. Trying to whack it into the leg side, finding a leading edge. Slip running back, and that was a fielding change they'd made. They moved man to slip, although they wouldn't have expected a catch in this fashion. Adil departs for 10 of 16, or 10 of 17 perhaps. Daredevils slump to 34 for 6 of 8.2 overs. And they are facing a little bit of heat right now, both in terms of the run rate and the wickets.
Daredevils definitely in big trouble. Lot showing their experience of the big stage. They've won the NSL before, so a lot of experience. Good team. Stepping up to the stage.
Avinash with the second wicket there. 2 for 7, that was 2.2 so far. Two new batters in the middle. Yashwant Koyalamudi walks in at number 8. He's been handy with the ball all through the tourney. Can he help his side with the bat at number 8 and find a partnership? Both him and Venkat are at not right now. Venkat has barely faced a ball yet. Only one ball so far. Avi to Yashwant. Watchfully defended. A target under 80 might seem a not so intimidating target, but given the context, given that it's a big final, it is a pretty challenging target. That is streakily edged towards the wide slip region. They scramble for one. A little bit of confusion there for a brief second.
Right. Yashwant should have been listening to his partner's call. That was the non-striker's call there. Good call.
Avinash to Venkat. Venkat winds up, hits it over the mid-off region. Is it going to go for 4? 2 bounces? Nope. The grass stops it. A couple of handy runs by Venkat. Venkat's off the mark with that brace as Daredevils move to 37.
Yeah, good shot there by Venkat, taking advantage of the power play, lofting it over the infield. Gets 2 runs for that.
Venkat walks down and hits it in the air. Mid-on's in business. Amit takes the catch. Yet another shot going to hand. The pressure of the required run rate bearing down on the batters here. He got a 2 of the last ball, walking down and smacking it over mid-off. This time trying to go straight down the ground, but got more height than distance. And Amit Chowdhury's got a safe bucket of a pair of hands. He made no mistake. Daredevils continue to be consistent with the catching department. Lords. Daredevils slumped to 37 for 7 now. Avinash 3 for 10 of his 3 overs at this stage. Ronak walks into the middle at number 9. Uttam Singh rather. His jersey says Ronak. He joins Yashwant. Can these two fellas find some steel, find some resolve against the pressure of the chase? Focus, guys. Focus is a chirp from the fielders. Lords, you could argue, are in the driving seat right now if they bowl tidy and keep things simple. They can hope for some impatient shots from the Daredevils batters at this stage. Devendra to Yashwan, dot ball. Yashwan tried to work it towards the leg side, hit the pad. A big swing from Yashwant, shaping for the deep mid-wicket region, but unfortunately it found either the edge of the bat or the body and dribbled towards the offside. Dot ball again. It is still the batting power play. There's a man at long off who's walking towards the long on region now because Yashwant's been swinging towards that region. There's also a man at squarish mid-wicket. Those two are the fielders outside the circle. Daredevils batters have no choice but to try and go for a couple of big hits. The rate's creeping up as we speak. 7.41 is the ask right now. So we wouldn't be surprised if Yashwant keeps trying to launch it deep. Yashwant shapes for the reverse slap this time. Unfortunately, it finds only the body, goes back to the keeper. Dot ball again, 3 dots in a row for Devendra. He's working up a nice little spell for himself and his team right now. Dots are absolute gold for Lords here. Every dot is taking them closer to the silverware. This time he gets some willow on that one. It's launched aerially. Long on, moves to his left and takes it. Yashwant perishes in the pursuit of quick runs. The pressure of the big chase and the big final is bearing down on Daredevils right now. That is the 8th wicket down. Yashwant makes a long trek back to the hut. Devendra with his second strike. His figures make for terrific reading, especially if you're a Lords fan. 6 for 2 of 2.4 overs. Bowling at the back end now, keeping things quiet in a batting power play. Akshay, the man at long on, converting a very, very solid catch, running in a few yards to his left and forwards and sending Yashwant back. 2 batters on knot right now. Manju Dheeraj joins Uttam Singh. Both batters haven't faced the ball yet. Well left by Dheeraj. That's a wide on the offside from Devendra. Lords wouldn't mind it too much. They've got some runs to play with. They need a couple of wickets to nail this defense. Defended into the offside for a dot. There's plenty of fielders in the ring on the offside. No chance of single there. End of 3 overs for Devendra, 2 for 7. He's been a tidy man. 8 for 38 for Daredevils after 10 overs. The equation now a slightly steep 41 runs of 5 overs. The rate 8.2. If you were a betting man right now, you could bet on the defending team, which is Lords, but never say never. As we go towards the final stage of the Division B finals, we can see some Division A players make their way into the field and warm up for the Division A contest. Uttam Singh takes strike. This is 11th over, no break this time in the chase after the 10th over. Ahmed Chowdhury to bowl the second over. That is full and almost found the stumps, beat the bat to the keeper. Quite a few chirps of encouragement from the Lord's fieldsmen to the bowler. They're feeling pretty confident right now. An attempted cut by Uttam beats the bat. A slightly stifled appeal. Uttam tries to jump down the wicket and tries to loft it towards the long off region. No contact again. There's been quite a few dot balls in the last couple of overs. This time, Uttam thought about a shot, then left it, hoping for it to be a wide, but not quite. Amit's working through this over with a lot of dots, 4 dots on the bounce. This time Uttam finding the edge, just beats the outstretched right glove of the keeper. They get a single towards the fine region behind slip. Uttam's off the mark with that single. What can Manju Dheeraj do right now? Tries to slap it towards the short mid-wicket region, dot ball. There's a man there to cut that angle. That is a pretty tidy finish from Amit, a very, very tidy over, just one. He's got figures of 8 for none after 2 overs. Daredevils 39 for 8 after 11 overs. The equation now a pretty intimidating 40 runs of just 4 overs with only a couple of wickets in the bag. Batters take their second power play, which is par for the course. The required rate is 10. They have to go for the hills right now. Shout out to Ryan working the camera, bringing us some pretty cool live action, panning around for shots and covering the entire field. We've got a great view here. We are positioned just left of the deep long off region. Chandan bowling the 11th or the 12th over rather. Uttam trying to slap that into the offside. It seems to have been given out by the umpire. There's a bit of controversy in the middle. There's a little bit of demonstration from the striker there on being given out, but the umpire said out. He has to walk back. Uttam Singh makes the long walk back to his hut. Daredevils moved to 39 for 9 after that wicket. Lords should be tasting the silverware right now. Anas in at number 11. A big swing, no contact again. Chandan got his first wicket with that strike. 1 for 2 of his 1.2 overs so far. Tidy stuff from him. We are... Oh, he's bowled him as Chandan. Anas falls. Daredevils slump 39 all out, which means Lords are Division B champions. Lords taste some more silverware. They've been a side who've made the big occasion multiple times. They've tasted some silverware in the past. Today they show some big match experience. They posted a handy total in the first inning, 78 of their 15 overs, and they've been striking relentless with the ball. They've been safe as a house with their catching. They took about 7 to 8 catches, and in the end, Chandan bowling it straight and full and finding a middle stump to seal a terrific finish for Lords. Daredevils had pretty terrific tournament. Unfortunately, today they're second best, 39 all out, which means they lose by 39 runs. That's a pretty significant margin, so comprehensive win for Lords. You can see the players celebrate in the middle. A lot of applause for those golden jerseys of Lords. Scorecard. Can we have second innings batting scorecard?
I don't know if they do second inning.
Okay, then I'll use this. Let's take a quick look at the match summary. Lords posted 78 for 9 of their 15 overs after being inserted into bat by Daredevils. Patel, Avinash and Chanagiri, the key contributors there with 15, 14 and 12. Uttam Singh, Chalapalli and Yashwant chirping in with 3, 2 and 2 wickets on the bowling analysis for Daredevils, but the game was sealed in the chase. Daredevils losing wickets in clusters throughout their innings, posting 39 all out in 11 overs. Indawar top scoring with 12, Adil Mahmood Syed with 10 runs. Once Adil fell, you could sense that the chase was never going to be on, with the run rate always escalating. On the bowling, Lords came to the party big time on their big day rather. Chandan Bisht 3 for 1. Avinash again stepping up with the ball. He's been consistent throughout the tournament. 3 for 10 of his 3 overs. Very, very tidy through the early and middle overs. And Swami with 7 for 2 of his 3 overs. A couple of handy wickets. So that is a pretty comprehensive performance from Lords. Well-deserved victors. They take the title, the Division B title, by 39 runs. Congrats to Lords. Commiserations to Daredevils as we adjourn from the live broadcast.